Are you happy being mediocre? I'm probably guessing you said no. But I'm going to prove to you that your automotive brand actually is mediocre. You ready? So let's take a look at your website. Are you using a templated design? And is that templated design filled with stock photography images? And are you using generic canned messages like one-stop shop, family owned and operated, your heavy-duty mechanic, that type of stuff? Well, sorry to say, but you're mediocre. Now let's look at your logo. Do we really want to look at your logo? Let's try looking at your logo. Does your logo have like crossed wrenches, maybe a checkered flag, or the fucking car silhouette? Does it? Well, sorry to say, but your automotive brand is mediocre. Let's do one more. Let's take a look at your customer experience. What does it look like? Are you just saying thank you to your customers and sending them on their way? Or, like when their car is done servicing, maybe you'll give them a free air freshener or a $5 gift card to a coffee shop? Yeah, it's a sure sign that your brand is pretty mediocre, don't you think? So listen, if you want to get out of mediocrity, you got to start thinking about your brand differently. You've got to go above and beyond the expectations of your customers. And here's a really cool psychological trick. See, when you go above and beyond, what you're doing is you're shifting their mindset. You're breaking them out of this coma of mediocrity. So as soon as they see something that is different from their expectations, it's like a light bulb goes off. Automatically, they're going to be like, well, this is different. They might not say it right away, but when they go home and they've had a chance to process everything, they're going to pick up on all that little shit that you're doing. So if you want to go above and beyond and not be mediocre, here's what you need to do. Dig deeper. Start making compelling messages about your brand. Tell them what makes you unique. What is your core competency? But word it in a way that sounds like your brand. And stop using fucking stock photography, for God's sakes. You know what? There are plenty of automotive or even commercial photographers out there that can do a bang-up job. And I will tell you, when you use custom photography or images in your website, man, it changes the website completely. And another thing to do is the typography. So changing the way your typography looks, changing the copy, start making messages that actually talk about your brand, not just one-stop shop, family owned and operated, like all that shit stuff that everyone uses. Stop, please. Please stop. You're not mediocre. And then when it comes to logo design, you know what? If you need to use wrenches or whatever, very tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces of it, for God's sakes, your logo should not just be the fucking wrench or the car silhouette. Everybody does that. Why? Why? I don't understand. Please stop. You're better than that. There is something compelling about you, and it doesn't require a fucking car silhouette or crossed wrenches or checkered flag or speed lines or some other car part in order to get that across. please, you're screwing up your brand. You're being very mediocre. Do things differently. If you said you didn't want to be mediocre, then start behaving like you're not mediocre. Otherwise, I'll keep pointing it out.